guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, if it's your first time, welcome in general. Couple of videos I think ago, I'm not sure where I'm at with editing, but a couple of videos ago I had mentioned that I had to go down to Florida and pick up a Jeep that I kind of inherited from my aunt that passed away. So figured I'd just throw a quick video together for the Jeep. We're not going to actually wrench on anything today, but I'll show it to you guys, let you guys see what I got going on here, let you know kind of some of the plans that we have for it and everything. And like I said, real quick video. Excuse the mess in the garage, it is a disaster, but I just haven't had time to clean it up. But anyway, so this is the Jeep right here. I'll get the camera turned around, but it is a 1999 Jeep Wrangler. It is the Sahara package, and being a 99 makes it a TJ, if that matters to anybody. I don't know what TJ stands for, don't care. But anyway, kind of show you what we got and what some of the plans are for it. So here we go. All right, so like I said, it's a 99 Jeep Wrangler. Like I said, it is the Sahara package. 6-cylinder, straight six. Unfortunately, this one has the automatic transmission, and I apologize, camera shot's kind of crap here, but it's windy outside, so I gotta have the garage doors closed, otherwise you just get a bunch of wind noise. Like I said, picked it up down in Florida. My aunt owned this for probably about 20 years. She didn't get it brand new, but pretty close. As far as my cousins could recall, but it is super clean. At least for those of us in the Midwest, this thing is very clean. Not a spot of rust on the frame, which is where these definitely have issues. No body rust. There's a few little blemishes in it that's got some scuffs and whatnot on the fenders. Not rust, even though I know this is where they commonly rust. The worst part of it is the cowl. The paint has flaked on the cowl. It's starting to oxidize, but not really what I would consider rust. Oh wait, no. There you go. There's rust from that one little scratch. So I got to get the cowl fixed on it, but not a big deal. Not all dented up. Front bumper does have a little bit of a twist to it. I'm going to see if I can straighten that. Otherwise, we'll just put a different bumper on it. Not a huge deal. Paint definitely needs to be polished. She kept it clean, but didn't, I don't think, do much more than that with it. Soft top is in good shape. Interior is really nice, and I'll get a light in there so I can actually show you guys the interior of it. But it has a few things that I wasn't expecting, just because they're not super common with these. First thing is cruise control. I don't know that maybe it's just the Midwest here, but cruise control is not a real common option on these in the Midwest, at least. I've worked on hundreds of these things back when I did car audio, and I can't recall seeing more than one or two of them that had cruise control, but this one's got it. Another thing that is not super common on these in the Midwest is it has air conditioning, and it works. So that's definitely a bonus for me, because in case you haven't noticed, I'm very pale, so soft tops and taking the top down and all that stuff, not exactly my thing. So air conditioning is nice. Other than that, runs and drives great. Made it all the way from Vero Beach, Florida up here to Illinois without any issues. So yeah, pretty happy with that. It's got a couple little things that need worked out. Front brakes, they're good, but one of the rotors has a little bit of a warp to it, and so I'm needing to get those fixed, and we'll do all that at some point. Like I said, they still work, they're safe, it's more of an annoyance. Tires are good, but they don't match. Like, these are Wild Country, and those back there are a Firestone. Same thing on the other side. Same size, similar tread pattern, but it annoys me that they don't match each other. This Jeep meant everything to my aunt, but she did not have a lot of money. So when things needed fixed, and it came, my mother kind of put it to me as, if it came to having food for groceries or fixing the Jeep, she fixed the Jeep. But that also meant she didn't necessarily have a ton of money to spend on it. So, you know, hence the mismatched tires. You only need 2, she bought 2. So, you know, the brakes, when they got done, they obviously just put inexpensive pads on it because these things shed brake dust like none other. So we're going to address that whole issue too. Thinking about probably putting on, I'm definitely going to do ceramic pads on it to help cut out some of that brake dust, but thinking about doing drilled and slotted rotors too. These are not exactly the greatest for braking. It's adequate. It does what it's supposed to. But if you ever wanted to pull any sort of a trailer or anything behind it, they don't have much tow rating. I think it's like 4,000 pounds. And this will never tow as long as I own it, other than maybe a small utility trailer or something. But, you know, we're in there anyway. We may as well upgrade the brakes. And I found some drilled and slotted rotors for a decent price. So might go that route with it. Yeah, so let me go ahead and get a light going on inside and show you guys the interior of it and go over some more plans we got. Alright, the inside is, you know, basic Jeep stuff. Nothing real special about it other than it's in nice condition. Gonna pull out the carpet, pressure wash it, and try to kind of bring it back to life. It's not filthy, but it's got 20 years worth of stains and other whatnot going on with it. Does have the Sahara seats in nice condition, but unfortunately the back seat is not a Sahara seat. It's just got the standard back seat in it, and actually when I picked it up it didn't have one at all in it. My aunt removed it because she carried her dogs or whatever, and nobody knows what happened to it, so it was gone. That's what I could find, so that's what it's got. I've already replaced the radio in the dash. My cousins told me before I flew down there, yeah, we don't think the radio works, so I ordered that on Amazon and had it shipped straight down there, so got that all put in. It's nothing special. It's just a JVC, what is it? A KDSX26BT. I don't know. It's basically it's a $100 JVC unit. We'll be doing some new front speakers and the ones up in the sound bar because the speakers in it sound absolutely horrible. We're not gonna go super crazy with the stereo in this thing. This is gonna be a budget stereo system, so we'll make a video on that, but nothing real spectacular is going to happen with that. Door panels are all in nice shape, a little bit faded, but not too bad. They're not cracked. I know they like to crack down here quite often. The only damage to the dash, and I don't even know if it'll show up, but there's a couple little splits right here, but you know, I'll keep an eye out and see if I can find some replacements for those, but it isn't a real big deal. 163,000 miles on it when I picked it up, and 164,000 something on it now. Runs great. The only issue that I had, like I said, was the front brake rotors got a little bit of warp to them, so we'll address that. And I think we have a slight exhaust leak right where the manifold hits the downpipe, so I've got a little rubber donut thing that's supposed to go in there, so we'll pop that off and shouldn't be too bad. Let me see if I can get this light out of here. See if I can show you the underside of it, because it is ridiculously clean for... And yeah, I know I could put it on the lift, but currently the Oldsmobile's still up there, so... Yeah, the underside of it is all, that's not aftermarket paint on there, that's all the factory black. No undercoating or any of that rubberized crap under there, that's all just the factory white paint. So, super clean. Not really much to show with it at this point, but under the hood is pretty clean. I did hit this with some degreaser and sprayed it off or whatever. It wasn't bad, but it was a little bit dirty, so I just kind of spritzed it up a little bit. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. Sadly, this is my most fuel efficient vehicle I own now, so this is kind of becoming my daily driver when I'm not driving my work van. If I don't need to tow anything, I don't need to drive the Tundra, and neither of the Cutlasses are really practical daily drivers, so this one's it for right now. So yeah, that's a quick walk around of it. Get you flipped back around on the tripod and we'll close this one out. Alright, so the current plans with the Jeep are this. The brakes need to get done, but it's not a huge safety concern, so I also know this is kind of an in-between year on the TJs, and there's some things that changed with the brakes, so I gotta pull the wheels off and everything, take some measurements so that I can at least get the right stuff ordered. Eventually that'll get done. Eventually we'll get a new set of tires. This thing is never going to be driven off-road, at least as far as when I own it. I have other toys for taking off-road, so we don't need to beat on this. It's had a pretty easy life, and it's going to continue to have an easy life for as long as I own it. That being said, when I buy tires, I'm probably going to put some larger tires on it, more aggressive, and I am thinking that may require a moderate lift. Not for off-road purposes, purely for aesthetics, but if I'm gonna spend the money on 5 new tires, then I'm gonna get something that I think looks like it belongs on the Jeep at least. I've thought about putting different rims on it, but I actually kind of like the rims that came on these, and I don't really need to spend thousands of dollars on wheels and tires. The rims that are on it are in very good condition. They don't have clear coat peeling. They're not all corroded, so I think we're just going to probably roll with those, at least for the time being. The stereo is definitely getting upgraded as soon as everything actually arrives. I've got some of the stuff already for it. The rest of it I'm just kind of waiting on, and the interior will get cleaned up pretty much at that time. If I've got to pull stuff apart, I mean, even though it's minimal what you have to pull apart to do speakers in a TJ, but I also may or may not have picked up a small subwoofer for it, so if we've got to pull stuff out, lift up carpet and everything for the subwoofer wiring, I'm probably just going to go ahead and pressure wash the carpet and shampoo it and everything while that's all being ran. Just kind of makes sense. But yeah, other than that, and maybe trying to straighten out this front bumper, that's pretty much it. I have no real intentions of highly modifying this, and I know that's gonna maybe hurt some Jeep guys' feelings, and I have nothing against guys that do that, but this thing is pretty much unmolested at all, and I'd like to keep it that way. And I know some of you will give me crap for having a Jeep because you may have caught my other little quips and other videos about how I make fun of some of the Jeep guys and how they're all hacks at stuff. This is the only Jeep I have ever seen that has not had somebody do crappy wiring in it. It is all original. and we're going to keep it that way. To a point. I've already changed the stereo, but it was done right, used an adapter harness, everything is soldered and heat shrunk, but there's no random wires strung up underneath the dash. You look underneath it and it's all like it came from the factory. We're going to keep it that way. Like I said, it was my aunt's Jeep. She loved this thing, so I'm not gonna beat it. I like it the way it is. So that's kind of the video for now. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button and everything, and you'll get notifications that way when we do other work on this or do stuff on the Cutlass up above or the CF Moto content, any of that stuff. Like I said, hit the like and subscribe. Till then, we'll catch you next time. Later.